can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Make me put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. Ain't give a F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on the brand new Beamer. Tryna earn they stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a Keto. And exposed to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque o no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. They shed real blood. I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Y'all just talk, don't live it. And just took that route, that seen it. Now I'm so outspoken like Reason. Jimmy Neutron, boy, young G's. And I'm a self-made man out of Sweden. And it's still off top, I'm tweaking. But I still gotta fight my demons. I ain't no.
Welcome in. Episode 83 of the WAG Show. I'm your host, Ben Hostler. We are here to talk about today's best bets for Friday, June 9th. Hopefully you guys had a better day than me yesterday. We got banged up yesterday, man. The Braves sold my I don't know, dude. I don't know. I had Braves first 5 money line in a 2-pick, and I mean, if you had told me prior to the game that the Braves had 6 runs through 5 innings, I would have felt pretty confident that we were hitting that bet. But yeah, somehow they sold that. Luckily, we didn't go winless though. The Toronto Blue Jays care about our money. They saved hard. I told you guys I liked the Blue Jays yesterday. They did win, which was good. But I bet them first 5 plus half a run. They were down 2-0 going into the bottom of the 5th, and they clutched so hard. So shout out to the Blue Jays for saving some of our money yesterday. That was one of the few things I was correct about. Let go, move on. Yep, that's the mentality. Just unfortunate. I do have several plays I just posted for premium members in the Discord, so go to betcover.com/pricing, sign up for $1 a day for the entire year, get access to my card for tonight. I wrote my home run article earlier. That's on the website for free. You can go click that, see who I think is going to hit a home run tonight. But let's get in. We're going to talk NBA mostly today. I do have some baseball plays I can give out, but for the most part, we'll talk about this finals game tonight. It might be a little bit of a quicker stream. Who do you guys got tonight? Game 4, NBA Finals. Nuggets are 3.5-point favorites. As you can see here, it appeared like they're pretty public in terms of the spread. They're getting 72% of the bets on that when they opened at -3. But if you look at the money line, they're only getting 51% of the bets. So very, very interesting. It seems like most people, if they're betting the Heat, they're just betting them to win outright as opposed for them to cover the spread, because you can see that big differential there. Only 28% of the bets on the Heat to cover, but almost 50% of the bets on the Heat money line. So it seems like most people, if they're betting on Miami tonight, they're just taking them to win the game outright. Heat are in trouble. They don't have 2 days rest. I see highlights from Bama Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy, I think for sure has definitely struggled in terms of he looks banged up. He looks banged up. And I do think the one day in between will affect that. I mean, I'm sticking with the Nuggets to win tonight. I think that they're the better team. I think that Miami stole that game too, a game that the Nuggets should have won. They shot almost 60% from three in that game, and they only won by 3 points. Then we come in Miami, and the Nuggets did what they did. So I'm not saying the Heat cannot win tonight, but the Heat are playing for their season, because if the Heat lose tonight, it's over. They're not going to. If Denver goes back to Denver, going back home with a chance to win their first finals, they're going to win that game. Especially given that Miami did steal a game from them in Denver already, and they've been so good at home. So the Heat have their backs against the walls once again. This is their series. If they lose tonight, it's over. And the Nuggets are champions. I think it's probably over anyways, but it's all going to come down to that game 6 in Miami if the Heat can win tonight. But I'm sticking with the Nuggets. I just think they're the better team overall. But I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked. I've counted out this Heat team a lot, and they've proved me wrong time and time again. I really didn't think they would win that game 7 in Boston. They proved me wrong. I didn't think they would win a game in Denver. My pick for the series was Nuggets 4-1, which is still in play, but I thought that one of the wins would be at home here. I did not think they could win a game in Denver, and they proved me wrong on that. So I wouldn't be shocked to see them win tonight. But like I told you guys prior to game 3, that winning, Denver really just needs to split these games in Miami, so it doesn't matter if they lose tonight. But that was a big win, I think, for them confidence-wise. I think they played much better, and I think they'll probably win tonight. In terms of prop stuff, I think that if you can get Christian Braun, rather, I think is my favorite play tonight. You can get him at 4.5 points. I don't have BetMGM. It is in Ohio, but I don't know. They won't let me sign up for some reason. So I did get Christian Braun over 4.5 points on Bet365. I think FanDuel, I don't think they have it posted. FanDuel and DraftKings seem really, really scared to post Christian Braun props. Let me see if they put it up. Yeah, it's still not. FanDuel and DK are terrified to put up Christian Braun props, but I got it on Bet365 over 4.5 points. I think that looks really good. I think that his role change this series is sticky. I think he's going to continue to play minutes. He fits perfectly in terms of their matchup against the Heat. And I think that when they get into these runs of the game, I think it makes more sense to have him on the floor right now than it does Michael Porter Jr. So I think just in terms of a matchup thing, he fits better than Michael Porter Jr. to play bigger minutes. So I think that the role that we've seen from him last game, and he's played well. Both times you've seen bigger minutes, he's played well. So I don't see any reason why they dial his minutes back tonight. He's open a lot of times when he comes in the game, just cutting to the basket. So I think he can definitely get 3 baskets tonight. So Christian Braun over 4.5 looks really, really good to me. I think Jamal Murray over assists looks really good to me again. Again, he went crazy with his assists last game again. They moved him from 6.5 last game to 7.5 this game. I think you could take that over 7.5. I think you can just ladder it, just take him 10 plus at plus 230 right now. You can get 10 plus assists for Jamal Murray at plus 230. I think that looks really good. So Jamal Murray assists and Christian Braun points are my 2 favorites. But you guys have to have I think BetMGM has it. Caesars might have it. But I took it on Bet365. So you have to have one of those books to get the Christian Braun prop. DraftKings has Brown now at 5 minus 120. Okay. Let me just check though. Let's see if Bet365 still has it at 4.5 or if they moved it up to. FanDuel, there's no way. If FanDuel posts Christian Braun, it's going to be like 10 minutes before the game watch. They will not do it. That's just how they operate over there. Let me see here. Props. Yeah, so DraftKings has Christian Braun at 5 points minus 120. You can still get Christian Braun over 4.5 on Bet365. It's minus 125. So I don't know. I mean, I think he's going to score, 3 baskets is 6 points. So, if you want to take the 5 cents and just take the over 5, it's probably fine. C Brown 5+ points in Denver money line. I don't hate it. I do think Denver will win, but I don't know. I don't hate it though. I think it's fine. I have Denver money line and I have a parlay from yesterday going. I had Djokovic tennis. I had him with Baltimore Orioles money line tonight and Nuggets money line parlay. So I think Brown 5+ and Denver money line is fine. Plus 188 on BetMGM. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Looks pretty good. Do you like Brown more than Green for 5? I do. Same game parlay. Yeah, so if you guys are on the email list, I purposely waited to send it out because I wanted to talk about it on here. So anyone that's not on the email list, it's 100% free to sign up for this. Go to betkarma.com. If you're logged into your account, log out, refresh the page. If you're not logged in, you'll get a pop-up message that says, sign up for our email list. It's free. Sign up for the email list, and after the stream ends, I'm going to send out my same game parlay for tonight's game. If MPJ comes out on fire, that kills Braun. I mean, maybe, but it's just like, well, one, I pretty much have zero confidence in Michael Porter Jr. coming out on fire, just overall. But even if he does, I don't think it's going to be a situation. I don't think it's going to be a thing where Christian Braun just doesn't play. Like, it's not going to be like a coach's decision, like he doesn't play. Like, I think that he's been very, very good defensively, especially, and it seems like the second unit has flown really, really well when he's been in the game. So I think that he's played well enough the last 2 games that he's going to play regardless of if, like, MPJ's completely bottomed out. I agree with that. So if he plays better, there is some room for his minutes to go up. But I don't think it's a situation where Christian Braun will just not play at all. Because I think he's earned the playing time with how he's played. And you could make an argument that, like, if he didn't come in that game last time, I know Murray and Jokic went crazy, but he really, really sparked it when the game was still close earlier, like when he first checked in. So I don't know. I think he's going to play regardless. I wouldn't be worried. I'm not worried about his playing time. And if he's in, like, he's so, like, the way that they have to defend Denver, like, he's so open on these cuts to the basket. Like, he just, like, I think he can definitely get 3 baskets tonight. But like I said, so sign up for the email list, and I'll send out the same game parlay after the stream. I think it's plus 550 today. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Plus 559. Same game parlay, plus 559 today. It's 9 legs again. Martin at 9.5 minus 112 looks good, and Vincent, he missed open leg. Yeah, I like Gabe Vincent tonight. Get back on the Gabe Vincent well tonight. He missed some open shots. He had those, like, just really, really weird foul trouble. Like, he got those 2 quick ones, checked out, checked back in, and then immediately got called for a third. And it, like, wasn't even a foul. Like, Aaron Gordon, like, ran into him. They was, like, chasing a loose ball, and they called a foul. So I think you can get back on the Gabe Vincent trade. Gabe Vincent is in the same game parlay tonight. I will say that for his points. I think it's a good night to get back on Gabe Vincent for sure. Also, if you guys are in the Discord, the tennis channel is 100% free, like golf. we give tennis bets and golf bets out in there. Travis put some tennis bets in. Anthony and myself give out golf bets, 100% free. You just have to have a free Bet Karma account. But Travis gave out a tennis parlay 2 nights ago, and it was plus 700, and it just hit. So you guys would have got a free plus 700 winner just by hopping in the Discord and syncing up your account. If the Suns waive CP3, what happens to his remaining money? Do you know? I think that it works out like I don't know. Okay. I actually don't know because I haven't looked into that exact question. But for one, I would just guess that his contract's guaranteed because, like, the NBA, it's pretty standard to get a guaranteed contract. So if his contract's guaranteed, then I would assume the Phoenix they're paying it regardless. But there might be a situation where if he doesn't get cut, because the report first came out from who had the first report? Chris Haynes, maybe. That report came out that they were going to cut him. So I think if they cut him, regardless, Phoenix is paying his salary. But then that report came out that that they're going to look to trade maybe him and Ayton. So there could be a situation where if they trade him, then they could somehow convince like a team to take on salary. But I think regardless, Phoenix is going to be paying a large chunk of this salary for sure. All right, we're going to hop into baseball here. I think Nuggets win tonight. And I gave you guys the 2 props. So if you guys missed the 2 props, I'd like go back. You can rewatch after. I'm not going to run through every baseball game, but I'm going to tell you guys about the couple spots I like. If you're in the chat, let me know. What's your favorite baseball bet for tonight? How big is the gap between Cook and Zeke? I think it's pretty sizable. I think it's pretty big. Zeke is at this point, he's good at blocking, which he's always been arguably the best blocking running back. And he still was decent in short yardage last year in terms of like the red zone. Like when they got down to the goal line, he was still pretty good at getting in the end zone that way. But he's pretty dust other than that. And you know, I'm someone that I grew up watching Ezekiel Elliott. I was in high school when he was at Ohio State. So I was like a big Zeke fan back then. And I mean, you could just clearly see it when he runs. Like he doesn't have the same pull away speed that he once had. Like if you go back and watch highlights of his first couple years in the NFL or Ohio State, I mean, he was so fast. If he could get, like once he got through the hole, I mean, he was gone. And he just doesn't have that anymore. So I think he's pretty dusty. Dalvin, I think, is fine. I don't think Dalvin is washed yet. I think it's just more of, you know, that's the new NFL. You really don't pay running backs that are his age. And so the Vikings are like, well, we'll just let you go a year early and we're not going to give you a big contract. So I think it's smart on the Vikings part to do that. But I don't think Cook is washed yet. Zeke is like pretty done. Like Zeke can't be someone's lead back. You can use him as a second back and use him on the goal line and stuff. But I don't think you could. I don't think you could have him be your lead back. Rangers and Cleveland money line tonight, separate bets. I definitely like Cleveland banks, especially with the news that I already liked Cleveland, and then we got that news that Alvarez is going on the injured list, so taking him out of the lineup, that's a big hit to the Rangers. Rangers lineup really, that's a big hit to the Astros. Astros lineup does not really intimidate me outside of Alvarez, Tucker, and maybe Altuve. Bregman's kind of hit or miss. So when you're taking the best bat out of there, definitely like Cleveland tonight. And Rangers, I don't like to bet against Tampa at home, but I do think this is a spot you could bet against them. I mean, Texas is better than being a plus 150 dog for sure. So I like those picks, banks. DraftKings has +2 any team to go up 2 runs. Yeah, we've been talking about this +2 in the Discord the last few days. For today, if you wanted to pick for that, I think I haven't put much thought into it, but I think I don't want to take like a huge favorite. So I think maybe the Dodgers. Dodgers at -112 are in play for me. If you want to cheese it and you want to go Rangers at plus 142, I do think there's value in taking underdogs with that specific system because they don't have to win the game. They just have to be up 2 runs at any point. So I think that adds even more value to taking plus money teams because they could hit a 2-run home run in the first inning and you win the bet. Like they don't have to win, and it also adds value into betting on teams that you like. I'm not necessarily worried about their bullpen because again, they don't have to win the game. Dodgers look interesting though, or you could put it on the one team I'm going to give out. So, all right. So in terms of my picks for tonight, first game I want to go to is this Mets Pirates game. So you guys will immediately notice this. The Mets opened -125. They're getting vast majority of the bets, 61% of the bets, 75% of the money. Line has moved sharply towards Pittsburgh, and this is how I look at this game. I hate Rich Hill. You guys know I hate Rich Hill, but the Mets are. I don't know. I truly can't explain the Mets. The Mets are ice cold, and they're just they're just not good right now. I mean, the fact that they lost that game last night to the Braves, being up what they were up, it's insanity. Insane that the Mets lost that game. So one, I'm comfortable just fading the Mets right now. Two, their bullpen got really, really beat around last night. So that increases the likelihood, in my opinion. I don't think Tyler McGill is a good pitcher. I honestly think Rich Hill, as much as I hate him, is a better pitcher than Tyler McGill right now. So slightly in Pittsburgh in terms of the pitching matchup. Then factor in that the Mets bullpen got used so much last night that they're gonna tell Tyler McGill, like, we really need you tonight. Like, we need you to go out and get us 6 innings. So that increases the likelihood, in my opinion, that if he runs into trouble, they're not going to yank him. They're just going to let him go. So in Pittsburgh, I don't know. They've been scrappy. We've bet on Pittsburgh a lot, like coincidentally, and they've come through for us. So I like the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight. I think they win the game, or you can bet them first 5 if you want. So if you wanted to use that +2 on Pittsburgh, I don't hate that. But I do like the Pirates tonight. I love the Baltimore Orioles tonight. I think it's a great matchup for them at home. You guys know I like Tyler Wells. He's been absolute money this season. And Daniel Lynch, the Orioles hit lefty pitching really, really well. And the Orioles are good at home. So feed me the Orioles tonight for sure. Really, really like them. Favorite team over 10 runs? Yeah. Favorite team over 10 runs for tonight? I would probably go Baltimore, I think, today. Baltimore for 10+ runs today. So Pirates and Baltimore, those are my 2 favorite baseball plays. I also like the Guardians, who we talked about. Banks in the chat said he was on Guardians, but I like Guardians tonight with no Jordan in the lineup. And I also like the Marlins. Yuri Perez is someone I've bet on. I think in all but one of his starts. You can bet them first 5. You can still get them +0.5 on the run line, which I like. Protects you if there's a tie. But Dylan DeCease just hasn't been great this year. He's been inconsistent. I'm comfortable backing Yuri Perez over Dylan DeCease. And the Marlins offense has been better. I know the White Sox scored a lot of runs yesterday off Severino, but the Marlins offense has arguably been better than the White Sox. And the Marlins also have a better bullpen than the White Sox. So White Sox have a really, really bad bullpen. So I like the Marlins tonight, and that probably completes it. I think Guardians, Marlins, Orioles, and Pirates. That's my 4 favorite spots today. And I kind of like, I know there's some sharp money on the under. There's not actually. There's sharp money on the over. I like the over 7.5 in the Mariners-Angels game tonight. I think 7.5 is too low. Luis Castillo has really struggled with the Angels in his career. And we've seen Ohtani, like, he still is dominant self, but he has been giving up a home run or two. So I wouldn't be shocked if the Mariners get 2 or 3 off Ohtani. I think this is gonna sail over. So I like the over 7.5 and the Mariners-Angels as my last play tonight. If you guys have any other questions on any bets, drop it in the chat. Brewers, yeah, there's just literally no way I'm touching the Brewers at minus 240. Hard pass for me. I don't want anything to do with a minus 240 baseball favorite. I will save myself the tilt. You send out the NBA? No, I'm sending it out as soon as I end this. I have it pulled up here. I'm going to send it out. Do you like Denver full game again? I do like Denver again, yes. But same game parlay, get on the email list, go to betcomer.com. It'll pop up, sign up, and I'm sending it out right after I end the stream. Overall, though, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you guys for tuning in all week. I appreciate it. Tomorrow or next week's going to be weird in terms of the streams because we have the FSGA conference, which is in Cleveland. So I'll be out of town. Monday and Tuesday, I'll be gone. So I'm going to have my laptop with me. I will not rule out hotel room streams. So we'll assess when I get to the hotel, we'll assess the Wi-Fi, and if it's serviceable enough, I will attempt hotel room streams, but no promises. So there might be a little break from the stream until Wednesday next week, but we'll see. I won't rule out hotel room streams. We will see, or maybe I can try and do something on my phone or something. We'll have to see. I'll have to assess the Wi-Fi situation when I get there. But just letting you guys know ahead of that. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. I'll be in the Discord all night. Hop in. It's free. Sign up for the premium membership at betcomer.com if you want access to my full card for today. And good luck with your bets tonight, this weekend. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe. And I might see you guys Monday. I might not. If not, I will be back at some point next week. But good luck with your bets, and I'll see you guys next week.